Welcome back to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay.
This is Najah.
And we are back with another episode. This is episode 32. I said two, but put up three fingers. It's cool.
I mean, that's how it works, though.
Season 2, episode 32. Welcome back, guys. Come on in, grab your glass of wine.
I got water today.
Or water. Water is good. You got to get, stay hydrated, get your skin right, get your internal organs together.
Speaking of that, I just feel like this weekend I didn't have enough water. Like, do you ever feel, and I think I did, but I just feel like I didn't.
My body will tell me when it's time for me to drink water. Yeah. Today specifically, I did not drink enough water, and then I was starting to feel icky, and I'm like, why am I feeling like this?
Right.
And as soon as I start drinking water, like I started feeling better.
You start feeling better, right? Yeah. Maybe it's a thing we got now since, I guess we a little somewhat health conscious now.
Yeah, and as you get a little bit older, you need to pay attention to your body. Maybe those things didn't affect us. Maybe we stayed hydrated on juice or something. I don't know what we was drinking.
I know I was drinking them Fruitopias back in high school, but that's a whole different story. We need to talk about something else, girl. You're going to make me run down memory lane for you.
Right, those were good. The strawberry ones, the fruit punch ones.
No, strawberry. Well, both. Any berry was good.
Yeah, the red one. That's all red. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Anywho, so what did you do this weekend? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
What did I do this weekend? I really just ran errands. Like I got some errands in and took care of some things, and like I went to get my daughter some spring shirts because all she got is long sleeve, and I don't know, I guess I wasn't prepared this year for it to get warm. Were you?
No, I'm still not prepared because I don't trust Georgia weather at all.
Right.
I don't know what it might be tomorrow, next week.
55, 20.
Right. So, no, I'm still not prepared, and
definitely
it is what it is. But this weekend I also did like errands and I did adult things. I had to go by the UPS store. So for those of you who don't know, I have been let go from my job, aka laid off, aka don't come back. Peace, good riddance. And yesterday was not yesterday. I don't know what day it was. It was one day this week. This week.
Weekend time.
And this past weekend, I had to officially pack up my equipment, all the equipment that they sent me to do my job, my laptop, my whatever, and ship it back to them. So it was like my last little piece of that job, and it is now gone with the UPS wind. And yeah, that was something that I kind of had like a brief moment, just kind of like, okay, I'm packing up my since 2010 career of hospitality, and I'm sending it away. So I had a brief moment, but
I understand. I totally get it.
Yeah, so that was something I did. I also went and got my weapons carry license this weekend as well.
I was supposed to do that, but I didn't. I was busy running other errands. I didn't get a chance to go get mine, but you good though.
Yeah, that was something that my husband. Sorry, y'all. Like I feel like I'm going blind. That was something that my husband had asked me to do, because he has his. So I was like, okay. So he made me go do it, so I went and go get it. But it makes sense because it's my right in the state of Georgia that I could carry, and may as well, if I'm gonna be out and about and things like that, I need to go ahead and get my stuff together legally. So
I'm so proud of you. Dee been on my ass about that. Oh, excuse me. Dee been on my behind about that for a while. So it's so funny that you texted me and you was like, yeah, you getting it. And I was like, we had already planned to get it Friday, but we had some unexpected stuff come up where we had to go run some errands, and I didn't get a chance. So I'm gonna probably run up there next week or someday this week. I'm gonna try to get it. But yeah, you've heard, y'all have heard me and Janay talk about this. Like, we're women who are pro-gun and just not like walking around trying to be cool. We just want to protect our family.
No, I don't want to be cool.
Huh?
I said, no, I ain't trying to be cool.
That's not what we do.
Mm-mm.
I don't know about Janay. She might be trying to be cool out there. Y'all
can be cool if I wanted to, sis.
That's funny.
I went to my brother-in-law's house this weekend. His birthday was this week. So this weekend they had like a situation, like a little dinner or whatever. And so I went over there and I recorded a whole bunch of TikToks while I was there.
She sent me these, y'all. I'm like, Janay looking like she about 18 on these streets, jumping up and stuff. If it's
I did, like, that's, you know what, to be honest, like, my favorite pastime is, well, back in the day, is I love to dance, and me and Najah share that. Like, we love to, like, dance. Mm-hmm. And TikTok is just something that's, like, kind of foreign, but for our generation.
Yeah.
But it's also intriguing at the same time. So I be trying to like figure it out. But I love to dance. I was like, yeah, look, like my sister's niece, Brian, my sister's niece-in-law by law. So she's not my niece, if that makes sense. So she was teaching us all of these TikToks. And I'm like, girl, teach us more.
Right. I need her.
Like, I don't get out much. Teach me some more. And it was lit like a workout. Like doing all of that.
Did you close your rings doing them dances?
Girl, my watch was probably dead.
Right. Well, you look like y'all had so much fun. I was on y'all lock page live and I was just like,
all you saw was trying to get it together.
It was so cute. I thought it was so fun. Like, and then when you sent me the videos, I was like, I love it. Like, we gotta stay youthful, guys. We gotta do stuff like that. Don't let these young kids show us up. Don't let them show us up. I was cute. I gotta get my niece up here to show me some of them dances because I don't know nothing. I don't know none of them. So
if I'm brave enough, I'll show y'all, but I don't know how brave I am.
She gonna be brave because I'm gonna make her put them up.
Oh no. Oh no.
We gotta consult with her sister first because she in them too.
Oh yeah. So this month, I don't know if y'all ready, but go ahead and tell them.
Look, am I making the facial expression, sis? Because listen, Versus is about to be lit. These next two, the first one that's coming up is the Earth, Wind and Fire and the Isley Brothers. I have older parents, so I have no choice but to know the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire. And then plus my father is a singer and he sings with an old school group. So I'm like, I'm amped. So
have you told your parents about this Versus?
You know, I gotta tell them. My dad might know since he does have Instagram, but I'm definitely gonna let them know. It might be a family affair. So I am so geeked. Yeah, and it's Easter Sunday, so 9 out of 10 it will be a family affair.
Mm-hmm. But I love that. Like, I remember when I first moved to Atlanta, we used to go to the Underground Atlanta. For everybody who lives in Atlanta or who knows about old school Atlanta, knows what Underground is. Mm-hmm. So I used to go out to the Underground a lot. And then there was a cover band that used to sing all Earth, Wind, and Fire songs out there. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say that's the first time I heard them, but it brings me back to like, that's like one of my things, because I just remember like singing all the songs.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for that.
I'm so excited. And I'm excited for I believe the following one will be the SWV Escape one.
Yes, that's the next one. It's next month, May 8th.
That's me. That's my thing. When I tell you, I'm getting my bandana like Truth be talking about me on my workouts, I'm going to be on that mug like, hey, I'm going to be ready. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, I love me some SWV. I love me some Escape. I wish Total could come in there somewhere. Like, I love it all. Like, I love me some old school girl groups. So,
I just hope they don't disappoint. Like they come in, they shop. They probably gonna be in the same room because they all live in Atlanta, I think,
I
right?
think so. Now that you just said that about don't disappoint, now I'm thinking about attitudes. I hope nothing fly.
I don't feel like it's
Music gonna be amazing.
I don't feel like it's gonna be an attitude thing, but I feel like the attitude. If anybody has an attitude, it would be coming from old girl from SWV.
I was thinking Candy.
I don't think Candy would have an attitude, but Candy's energy could be off. I mean, I feel like Candy could have like what kind of brings me back to is that Monica and Brandy episode versus where they were like, we was ready for a whole vibe and then the vibe wasn't there. And
right.
Like maybe their energies could be questionable, but
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
So we'll see. I'm hopeful, and we'll see what we get when we get there. So yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. We hope maybe we can go live and just like
we gotta go live for them. Like we gotta go live probably for both of them. So
yeah, we need to just go ahead and do that and let y'all see how we be acting when we're watching these verses. So yeah,
so excited. I'm so excited.
So let's get into this social circle. Before I get into this social circle, I just want to say that there is a crap ton of things that's been happening this week. And
so much.
Yeah. Let's just dive on into it. So the first thing we got, I don't know if you guys, even if you don't live in the state of Georgia, you probably have heard about this. John Ossoff tweeted and Instagram out tonight. Georgia's legislator passed a bill intended to make it harder for Georgians to vote. Among its outrageous provisions, it criminalizes giving water to voters who are waiting in line. It's no wonder Governor Kemp hid behind closed doors while he signed it. So Governor Kemp of the state of Georgia signed a bill that could potentially suppress our voting rights or like the way that we vote. And they're calling it Jim Crow Part 2 or something like that they're calling it.
Yeah, so I'm hearing about this and I'm reading the things that I have read. Okay, so y'all know me, I read on both sides. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not a one-sided person. So I see what Ossoff is saying here. From the other side, I hear that it's just, from what I'm hearing, it's just a bill to make you show your ID or you have to have some form of ID to do at-home voting or however they call it, the mail-in ballots.
So what it's saying is, well, basically it's a 96-page thing. So no, I haven't read the whole thing. So I can't even say what that says, but I do want to bring up what Kemp said. He said, oh man, I thought I wrote it down, but basically he was like, this bill, he said he was excited to pass this bill. Let me go look it up because I don't want to misquote him. What's his man's name? Kim.
While she looks that up, I am going to say that, from what I've heard is, like I said, I've definitely had two different sides. I've seen two different sides. Like I said, I'm not a one-sided person, but that's just what I'm hearing is going on. And it's causing so much chaos around Georgia and that it's even going national. So did you find it?
Yeah. So what Governor Brian P. Kemp said was, I was proud to sign the SB 202 to ensure elections in Georgia are secure, fair, and accessible. I appreciate the hard work of members in the General Assembly to make it easy to vote and hard to cheat. So this is basically going back to when Trump was in office, and he was saying that about the mail-in ballots weren't counted correctly or whatever. Like they weren't counting all the ballots. So this is the Republicans basically making sure that the laws are a little bit more harder for you to cheat, according to what Kim
according to them, y'all.
According to Kim, allegedly. But so they're also not, make sure you can't, if you get dehydrated outside, you can't have no water, you can't have no food, and you're gonna be waiting in the long lines. But that's just what y'all gonna have to do.
I'm just trying to see why does giving somebody some food or some water have anything to do with voting? Like, was somebody gonna bring you a water with a cheating? I don't see how you can cheat with a bottle of water. I don't understand. So some
of it could probably be revised, is what I'm saying. Like, let's look at the things that don't work. And the fact that, so the whole reason to bringing it up is Park Cannon is a legislator in Georgia. She's a lawmaker in Georgia. She was arrested for knocking on the door while he was signing the bill.
And was charged with a felony.
So I that part to me was like, come on, dog. Y'all had to really go that far where y'all needed to arrest it. Of course, she was a Black woman. Let me put that out there. Her name is Park. I think that's so cute.
Yeah, I know her name is Park.
Yeah. But yeah, so she was arrested and charged with a felony for knocking on the door and trying to get more information about what this bill was and get the information out to the people of Georgia. And that's the part that's kind of like, come on now, dog. What are you hiding? Why did you have to go behind closed doors to do this?
So, and I totally agree, because I'm still trying to do my research. Of course, I'm asking my husband because he is both, as well as I am, two-sided. And I'm just like, but I don't understand why this woman had to be arrested. And according to him, he was saying they had warned her several times, do not cross these lines, do not knock on his door. They The
state troopers.
Yeah, they did. And they continuously asked her, and then she finally knocked. And I'm just like, me personally, this is just me. I don't know how people feel, but yeah, she just knocked. That's just how I feel. And I'm like, okay, now if she barged in, that's a different story. If she went and did what they did in January to the Capitol, okay.
And that's what people are comparing it to. People are comparing it.
I compared it to that too.
People are saying that it's unfair that all she did was knock, and then she was arrested like this, and the people who stormed the Capitol, they just kind of let them go in there.
Like, that's just how I feel. I mean, I don't see, like I said, I see, okay, if you continuously ask her to stop, ma'am, because I did hear him say in the video, this is my last time telling you. So I knew it had to be several times before then that wasn't caught on camera, or what wasn't brought out to the light. But still at this point, yeah, you can grab her, get her off, and put her out and warn her. Y'all have that authority to warn her.
But she working that building.
She working that building, and I guess they still considered it a federal offense for her to cross the lines and knock on that door. She didn't open the door. She didn't barge in.
I mean, I feel like that was just a part of her fighting for her rights to know what is going on.
So my question, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the only question I have is, was she not allowed in the room? People, yeah, were certain people only allowed in that room? I don't know the rules of.
I don't know those particular rules either, but apparently she wasn't allowed in the room because she would have had a seat at the table.
Right.
Had she been allowed in the room. But who was allowed in the room is what I want to know.
Exactly. That's my question. Who was allowed in the room? Because they were like, this is why he did it behind closed doors. Now, do they normally do it open door? Like, is it normally, if they're signing bills, is it normally
open? I know the president, like when they sign bills, don't they have like paparazzi, their cameras?
They have a lot of people behind them. That's what I see. And that's what I was telling my husband. I said, but I could be wrong. He knows a little bit more about the politics than I do. And I said, well, I normally see the president sign bills, and like you said, paparazzi, that's why it's caught on film, it's recorded.
Because it's supposed to be like a great thing when they pass like a
when
bill,
they
like
pass
it's supposed to
this.
document it. And that's why Ossoff was kind of like, oh, he went behind closed doors to do this.
Yeah, so somebody I need to I definitely, when it comes to stuff like this, I definitely do my research. I've done as much as I can on this. I don't know how much more is out there. I don't think everything has been put out yet, but this is these are the questions that I have that haven't been answered yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely still looking into that, y'all, because it's very intriguing on why this woman who works in that building got charged with a felony because she knocked on the door. Is it because she had other protesters behind her?
And were they lawmakers as well? Because
Exactly. That's what I have to know details before I jump. But from what I see, I was not very happy about seeing that.
You know, it's about, at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And she had locks, I think.
No, it ain't no think, I know.
Oh, okay.
They were sister, I think.
Sister. Right. So, okay, we're going to move on from there, and we're going to talk about these 2 teen girls that were charged in the carjacking that left an Uber Eats driver dead. So the victim, or the one who's deceased, his name is Muhammad Anwar. Mm-hmm. He is from Pakistan, I believe, and there were 2 girls, one 13-year-old, one 15-year-old. Catch those ages again. One 13-year-old, one 15-year-old females, y'all, that jacked this Uber driver. He's 66 years old. I believe they tased him. And then what I'm not sure of is how he ended up in the accident. Where,
like, you mean like probably because he was tased.
Okay, so maybe
ran off the road. Like, yeah, you can't control.
Okay, so
you can't control yourself. And he's 60. So, like, some people, y'all see some people fight these tase when the police officers tase them, and then they use that excuse like, we can't tase him, that's why we shot him. It's because some people, like big strong men, somebody probably like my husband probably could fight off a taser, like, and like, you know what I'm saying, like fight it. But then somebody probably like yourself or me, or even an older person, which they said was 60, like that goes through their body and they're in shock and
yeah.
crash.
So yeah, he died at the hospital, and I don't know the race of these girls.
Me neither.
Because I was trying to look it up, but I think that they were Black.
I have not, Janay, when this happened, I looked for it, and I cannot.
They're not disclosing their names.
Because they're minors.
Yeah. But my heart goes out to him and the family, and for the families of this 13 and 15-year-old children. They're children.
One is 13. She just entered the team.
This is like my little sister going out to do this. And that's the first thing I thought about when I heard these kids' ages. I thought about my little sister, who is just now turning 13. And what is this, 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade?
That's why I'm sitting here looking to the
Madison is in the 8th grade or 7th grade. It's
7th grade.
Was I carjacking somebody?
First of all, Janay, I don't even know if I knew what carjacking was.
I don't even know the steps to take to carjack someone, even now.
I don't know what it is. I would be lost. I'd just be like, can I just please have some money? Because I wouldn't even know how to do it. I would not know how to do it.
It's really heartbreaking and disheartening. Just you don't know what your kids are exposed to a lot of the times. And, of course, we want to go and blame the parents. Like, where were y'all at? Why were they out there doing that? Where's your mama? Where's your daddy?
My child ain't in no ride share at 15. 15, definitely not 13.
I don't even know that. Were they trying to get him to? Look, I heard another story of something similar where Uber Eats driver was dropping something off. This was in Georgia, I believe, but it was like a setup. Like something seemed wrong about it. this was in Georgia, and I can't remember the whole story, but it was a woman, and they pulled off with her baby.
Oh, the recent one.
The recent one.
Oh yes, girl. That one I was invested in that the entire day. Like I even posted
something. This happened in Georgia by Stone Mountain, right? Area, or they found the baby near Stone Mountain, or I think they found the baby
somewhere. Yeah, man. When I tell y'all, I was so invested in that story. So it was a woman. She took her daughter on her Uber Eats drive, like she's done many times, as she said.
Late night.
Yeah, so she was asleep in the car. They took her car while she was dropping the food off, and took her car. The baby was asleep in the back. She probably didn't even know she was in danger because she was knocked out. The sad part about this is, I know a lot of people are blaming that mother, but the mother was like, I don't have anybody to take care of my child at that time, and I had to make money for my child. As much as you want to blame that mother, I felt her. Like, I mean, no, I'm not in that situation. No, I'm not. But as a mother, I'm like, she's trying to make ends meet. And that was her way of making ends meet. And that's a lot. And a lot of, I personally know people who do that.
I would do that. Yeah. If I had to do that, I would do that. I would most 100% definitely be like, okay, so this is the time that my baby is normally sleeping. I'll just be up overnight and do these orders. And by the time I get home, I'll go to sleep and send her to daycare. Go send her to daycare, and I'll go to sleep.
I'll work
and do it all over again. I would do the same thing.
Yep. And that junk hurt me. I was so invested in that story. Like, I barely worked that day. Like, I was working from home. I was working slow because, y'all, I was praying. All I did was pray, like, God, please get this baby back home safe. And by the grace of God, they did.
And it was a kid that did it.
It was a damn kid. He was like 15. I don't even think he was even 16 yet. He could have been. But I know he was no older than 16.
Yeah.
I posted this story on my page, on my personal Facebook page, because I was like, they found her, and I was so happy. Like, I almost cried. I was like, thank you,
God. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like, you can't even be a Uber Eats driver no more. What can you do? Like, and you got the kids. Is it because they're stuck in the house and they bored? Like,
it's so much, y'all. And I'm speaking from an Atlanta standpoint. From me being in Atlanta, it's so much bull crap that's going on here in Atlanta with carjacking, busting windows out, people doing so much, and it's crazy. It's scary. It's so funny because, like, I think I mentioned on a previous show that they let some dude, he was like, I left my car doors open. Everything's open. My hood is up. Please don't break my windows. And it's funny, but it's the truth. It's like, it almost makes you want to do that. Like, my car doors are locked. Don't break my windows. Just try to open it first.
Right. Just go ahead and get whatever you think you want out of my car, because at this point,
exactly.
It's crazy, and it's really frustrating that it's getting younger and younger, these crimes. And I really just want to sit down and just ask, like, what was going on through y'all head? Do you need some extra money? Go mow some lawns, go wash some cars, find something to do. We need to instill in these kids some hard work, some good morals, some ethics. Like, what are these parents doing? I'm just gonna ask, what are they doing?
Yeah, I need to know, because we gonna eventually have teenagers coming up, and I'm really trying my best to start them young by letting them know what's up.
Getting these teenagers business. I'm gonna tell you that much. I am all in my sister's business. She don't listen to my podcast, so she don't know, but I'm all in her business.
You have to be, Janay.
I have to be 10 steps ahead of her. I need to know her Finsta. For parents who don't know, that's a fake Instagram account that they have a real Instagram account that y'all can see, but then they have a fake Instagram account that none of y'all can't see. And then even on their Finsta, they don't post pictures. It'll say 0 posts. But then they be on live every now and again, but you got to catch them on that. And then they message on their messenger on IG, and then they're on Snapchat. But Snapchat messages go away. So you got to make sure you, like, checking everything. Like, they are so smart, but I want to make sure that I'm always with the times enough to know, to be 10 steps ahead of them, because technology changes. And I don't want to be that old parent that's like, well, show me how to work this. Cause I don't like, no, I need to know.
We can't. But you are, when you say that, like, you hit it spot on. Like, we have to be, nowadays we have to be up with times. Like, you as parents, like, this is our mommy tip for y'all. Be up on these times. Keep a young one in your corner. Yeah. I know I got one. I know she personally has one because of her sister. I got my niece, my husband's sister, daughter. Like, I'm asking her everything, and his son, like, I'm her son. I'm asking them everything. They tell me everything. They trust me, and it's not like I'm trying to portray their trust, but I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to look out for them and my kids coming up too. You hear me? So this is serious. Like, these situations with these teen girls carjacking somebody, and now he's dead. So now they're charged with murder at the age of.
What are you now? You just ruined the rest of your life.
Gone.
What did you want to be when you grow up? Now that's ruined.
Hopefully not a carjacker, because y'all suck at that too. Like, it's horrible. It's so horrible. And
what was you going to do if you successfully took the car? Then where were you going to go? What was your plan after that?
Who can drive? They can't drive in Atlanta yet. Was this Atlanta?
No, this is not Atlanta.
This one wasn't Atlanta. The other situation was Atlanta. Yeah. But still, like, come on.
That was in Washington.
Still, that's a busy city too.
Washington, D.C.
That's a busy city too. It is. It was in Washington. It was in D.C. I just read it. And yeah, come on. This is crazy, y'all. So only advice I got is, let's stay up on our kids. Let's let them talk to us. They need to talk to us. They need to trust us, so we can get in their heads. I mean, as far as stuff like this, as far as sexual things, as far as all of this stuff, we have to let them know, because this world is full of bull crap.
And it's happening earlier and earlier and earlier. The things that you thought that we were experiencing, the things that we experienced at a later age are now happening to our kids at a very much younger age. So my mom used to do family meetings with us. I hated it. I hated family meetings. I didn't understand why we was having family meetings, but she sat me and my sister down, because it was a single parent household. So she sat me and my sister down. I think it was once a week. I believe it was on a Sunday. And we sat down and we talked about things. She had an agenda. She would go over and be like, okay, so Janay, your schedule for the week, you have cheer practice this day, you got this and this. Okay, so Cornelia, you're lined up for this. And then she'll be like, okay, so the floor is open for anything you want to talk about today. And we would always be like, Mom, I'm to say, like, can we go? Like, or somebody might call my cell phone. I'll be like, hold on, I'm in a family meeting. You know, I'll hit you late. Like, so, but no, like, even though I hated those meetings, it got us to have a conversation. It forced us to sit down and talk. It forced us to talk about our bodies, what we were feeling, if we needed to get on birth control, like, just everything. So it opened up so much conversation. And that's a tip. Like, if you feel like that's something you need to do once a week, just to be attentive to your kids and know what they're thinking and what they're talking about, try that. I mean,
we didn't have it like that, which honestly was good. I mean, we did have family meetings later as we got older. We did, where we actually did talk, but we didn't have them so young. My mom just kind of like, she talked to me, my dad talked to my brother. That's kind of how it was. Like, I never spoke to my dad about sex. I mean, the only thing I've ever spoke to my dad was about when I was pregnant, and he was like, well, you kind of knew that was going to happen. You was going down there to see him. I'm like, damn.
It's so embarrassing.
And that's really how I felt. But my dad was just, my dad's so supportive. Like, he was, when it happened, like my first birth, my first pregnancy I had a miscarriage, and he was so upset. He was so upset for me. Like, he was just like, it's going to be okay. You know, it's just a whole lot of things with that. But I was able to talk to my dad about that. I had that where I could talk to him. So fathers, when it comes to your daughter, make it comfortable for them to talk to you. Like I said, my parents aren't super old, but they're older, a lot older than Janay's parents, even a lot older than my husband's parents. But they made it so easy for us to talk to them. Even to this day, I can talk to my parents about anything. So yeah, I think that's the best thing. Like you can talk to your mom. I can talk to my parents, and your dad as well too.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, he's funny now, but
Hit him up. I remember he tried to give me the birds and the bees talk once, and it was just like, like, Daddy, can we? I'll take that. Look, that's another story. I'll do that on a story time, y'all. So
I
let's
love
move on
him.
because we got other stuff we need to cover, and we'll be on this all day. But
We
yeah, at the end of
will.
the day, like, watch your kids. And excuse me, and Najah, because we haven't talked this whole week. And so I noticed when we don't talk at all, we are chatty Cathys, okay? During this during our podcast. So
Y'all just have to get used to it. Like, I mean, we don't go long without talking, but sometimes we got life.
maybe you really, but that's besides the point. We'll get into that later. So the next topic we're going to get into is Kylie Jenner. So Kylie Jenner, she faced a lot of backlash after she shared the GoFundMe of her. It wasn't her makeup artist, let's be clear. It was a makeup artist that she had worked with before. And she stopped working with this artist for whatever reason. Her makeup artist shared that this particular makeup artist, his name is Samuel Rhoda. He was injured in a car accident. And she was like, so she hit her makeup artist up and was like, yo, girl, like, what's up with Samuel? Like, what happened? And she said that he was like, well, he's in a car accident. He was in a car accident pretty bad, and he's needing help. So she was like, okay, well, let me I'm gonna put it out there for people who want to give too. So before I get into what she did, before I tell you what she did, everybody was like, you a millionaire. Why don't you just pay what he needs for this GoFundMe? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, people just going in. Like, why are you asking your fans who don't have no money to donate to somebody when you got all the money? Like, why would you do that? To me, because, and then you got other people saying, what this girl do with her money is what she do with her money. And that's the side I was on.
I'm feeling. Go ahead.
Works hard for her money. She don't owe this man nothing. If you saw her retweet a GoFundMe and you decide to give to it, that's on you. She didn't put no gun to your head and say, give to this man's GoFundMe. Like, that's besides the point. So I just was kind of like bothered by, like, because I'm seeing this a lot, and that's why I brought it up, because I'm seeing a lot where people be trying to tell these people what to do with their money. Don't count nobody money. Don't tell nobody what to do with their money. They do what they want to do with their own money. Okay. Yeah. Some people do stupid stuff with their money, but that's besides the point. Like, it's their money. They can spend it how they want to.
Not your business.
Not your business. Not your money. Not your business. So if she tweeted it out and you had a problem with it, just don't give to the GoFundMe and keep it pushing. But what kind of shut everybody up was she said, well, I didn't really think I had to come on here and explain, but, since it's a whole thing, I will. She basically said she went to the GoFundMe page and she saw that he needed 10K to reach his goal or whatever it was. So she went on and donated what he needed. She gave him the 10K. Mm-hmm. And then decided to retweet it for anybody else who felt like they also wanted to give to his thing. So yes, she did pay for what he needed for the thing, which she didn't have to, but if people had a look to see what she gave, then they could have saw that.
And you're right, 1,000%. See, my thing is people like to pick at stuff like that. Like, first of all, people already hate on her. They hate on her. They hate on her sisters. There's things I don't agree with that they do, but at the end of the day, I barely talk about them. I don't even know much about them. But when I heard about it, I swear to you, I was on the same side. Like, well, shoot, I mean, if she don't want to give, she don't want to give. But 9 out of 10, and I swear this was in the back of my mind, I was like, she probably already gave. She's just letting people give extra. And Lord behold, she gave the full 10K, and you don't know what else she did behind closed doors. One thing people got to realize is celebrities are not going to share everything they do. Every charitable thing they give, they're not going to share. Some of them do, but you better believe there are a lot of kind-hearted celebrities out here that you think that are just B-words and a-holes and all of that stuff. But these folks do stuff. I know
taking care of a lot of their family too that you don't know about.
That you don't know about. I know a lot of people gave Kanye West a bad name, but from, I've worked in the hotel industry, as everybody know, I'm in hospitality. And a lot of people, he's came to one of the hotels that I worked at, and people said that is one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet is Kanye West. As weird as people think he is, he's one of the nicest people. He's one of the most kind-hearted people. So with that being said, same thing for her.
Kevin Hart is too. I will give him that.
Who?
Kevin Hart. I've had him and LeBron James. I had the pleasure of being in. Obviously, I worked in hospitality as well. Of being in like the same rooms with them. Denzel Washington actually nice too. It's a lot of the celebrities that are really, really nice, but
there are a lot of them that are super nice. J-Lo was very nice. She was very nice. It's a lot. And
Nick Cannon, but I ain't gonna put their business out there. Go ahead.
I want to put one person business out there who was a B-word to me, but I'm not gonna do her like that. I mean, I ain't up there on her status, so I can hush my mouth. But no, there are a lot of them. We definitely will talk, and you probably already know. But yeah, I've had a lot. I have to shout out the celebrities that like 7th Street. A lot of them. LaToya Luckett was super sweet. Tigger, he's just nice, period. Everybody loves Tigger. Yeah, but it's just so many. It's so many, y'all. So just definitely don't shun her yet. I gotta dig a little deeper before you
and plus it's her money at the end of the day.
Exactly. She worked hard for her money. I mean, I don't know how hard she worked, but
yeah, it's kind of,
but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
That opportunity, you know what I'm saying? She stepped up. She was born into that. Okay. But go ahead. We're gonna
move on. Y'all, I had to bring this story up. I thought it was quite funny, quite entertaining. If everybody knows Zoe, I always call him Zoe, but his name is Zoe, right?
He
says I am Zoe too as well, right? He's super funny. He was on Wildin' Out. He is of the LGBT community. Super funny dude. So I guess from what I just, honestly, y'all, I just read up on this story. I don't watch the Waka Flocka Tammy show, whatever it's called.
But now I feel like I want to.
I swear I just told her there. I was like, I think I might want to watch a little bit of that. But their daughter, right, we'll talk. Their daughter, I guess she just came out and said that she likes girls and I don't know if she's bisexual, she's gay, lesbian. I don't know. By all means, whatever you want. But I guess Waka Flocka supported her in everything that she was doing. He's pretty much like, I'm here for you, blah, blah, blah. And Zoe, I guess he got a little upset because he was like, well, we've he been through some stuff where he said his piece before about how he don't like the way, what's his name, Dwayne Wade, his daughter, son, I don't know how you want to consider it, daughter was he didn't like the whole thing with that. And so he's just pretty much like, well, how you gonna put that down, but now your daughter is this and you this and that. And then Tammy came back like, listen, we grow, we there's things we do. And she went in on him. I just really thought it was kind of funny how they going back and forth, but I don't think they really went back and forth yet. I don't know if Zoe.
No, Zoe does have like a Messy Monday thing that he does. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring it back up.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm ready to hear it. I don't know. I mean, hopefully they'll talk about it and it won't be no issue or anything of that nature.
Do you have any thoughts about the whole thing?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, all I say is I have no problem with LGBT community. Y'all do y'all, more power to you.
You keep
Just don't
forgetting
push
the
it.
Q.
Huh?
You keep forgetting the Q.
LGBTQ. I'm sorry, y'all. Please don't hate me. I don't mean to. But all I say is, and this is just me, live your life. Just don't push nothing off on my children. I just want, if they decide they like what they like, let them figure that out in their own mind. That's the only thing I have. I don't have nothing against them. I have it all in my family. I love every last one of them. Do you? Just don't push nothing off on my children.
So Zoe was like, Zoe was basically like, okay, he didn't really have a problem with the children, the kids. He was like, this is more so about the adults and the hypocrites that they are. Because he was just saying, you know, Waka, like you went in on Dwayne Wade's transitioning.
I didn't know he did.
Daughter. Well, Walker always got something to say about something. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he gonna voice his opinion. Which I think everybody. The one thing that I will say that I took from Tammy is that allow people to have their opinion. If they got an opinion, I mean, everybody has one, and everybody can have one. That's one of our freedoms that we can have. You can have an opinion about whatever you want to have an opinion about, and that's facts. But a lot of people in the comments, because you know I'm a comment reader.
She is a comment connoisseur.
Yes, girl. I was like, what the people got to say? They were on Zoe's side. They were just like, I mean, but did he lie? Because he was really going hard on Zaya.
Gotta hear what he said.
Well, the same way Boosie was going in. It was like, you know, when Boosie was going
in. It was as bad as I know Boosie.
It was like along the same, you know, type of, you know, strong opinion about it. So it was like, I think Zoe really just was kind of like hurt more so than anything, because you could tell he just seemed passionate and hurt by it, because he had experienced maybe some things, you know, as a gay male trying to like move up, and you know, I don't know, and he was just basically like, you know, what goes around comes around. And now look, you went out talking about the gays, and now your daughter is one of the gays. So like, yeah, like that's what it sounds like. So I don't know, like I
don't know. Okay, y'all. So I just can't keep my mouth shut sometimes. So the thing is, okay, I agree with Zoe. Like, if you're gonna go hard, you're gonna go hard. But you know, make sure you know your ducks are in a row. But the thing is, the difference, I guess maybe the issue a lot of people have with Dwayne Wade is the changing the sex, like changing the sex from, you know, that's a whole different thing.
From being gay.
From being gay. But that's my only thing. I don't really know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because changing the sex and being gay is quite different. One is kind of taking out your, you know, well, we're not even going to get into all of that, but it is definitely different.
It is different. I think that's the thing that Waka had. I'm not defending Waka, but I'm just saying I think that's the difference. Is Waka's was going for that whole the change the
gender, yeah,
all of that,
yeah, and I can see that. So all right, so y'all, we're gonna stop talking about that and just kind of move on to if you have been alive for the past week or breathing, I know that y'all know that we know, and we're gonna have to talk about it. And the last but not least thing on this social circle thing is about your boy Derrick Jaxn. Moment of silence for Derrick Jaxn, because Lord have mercy. Okay.
Y'all, I mean, I wish y'all could just see our faces. Like, This was
There's so much to unpack in this thing that, and there's we haven't talked about any of it. No. It's just okay. Let me let me set the stage, and then we can say what we're gonna say. Is that okay with you?
Sis, when it come to this situation, I want you to take lead, point blank, period, because I ain't gonna do nothing but laugh. You know me.
Okay, I'm gonna set the stage for y'all. This is what's going on in case you've been under a rock this past week.
Under a rock, had to be.
Okay, buried. 6 feet under. Okay. So Derrick Jaxn is a self-proclaimed she rolled her eyes. What you call it? A relationship expert, professional, speaker. He's an author, guru. Yeah, he's written a few books. His audience is really catered to single women. And on his platform, he gives relationship advice and advice to single women. And he usually, or women who are in relationships or whatever, but he usually does this by also bashing the males in the process. He kind of, on his page, he takes a video clip of whatever, and then he looks at the video and he then gives a rebuttal of what he thinks about said video, etc., 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 etc. Okay, so
Derrick, what you got going, bro? Like, what you got going?
This man has been bashing males that are caught in infidelity, that are men that aren't of integrity, that he's been bashing these men like crazy. Okay. Now, I do not follow Derrick personally, but I do see his videos pop up every now and again everywhere. Okay. That's how I know him. I don't know him because I personally follow him and I think he's just this great guy because I saw through the BS a long time ago, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So for the women who follow him, I'm sorry that you just thought this was just, God's gift to the earth. Go ahead.
That's exactly. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, first of all, y'all know me and Janay, we agree on so much stuff. And that's one thing I'm with her. And I'm not trying to be funny. I actually did follow him on Facebook years. When I tell you years ago, before I even jumped on Instagram, and I've been on Instagram for years because I don't follow him on Instagram, right? And that's where most of us are now. I followed this man and I was like, oh, he's cool. Like, oh, and he's a handsome dark man. I tell you, within a couple months of following him, I saw how much he bashed the men. And I was with my dude, so I was happy with him. I'm like, this nigga, all he want to do is bash men. Like, he's just trying to get some from women. He's just trying to build his women. I kid you not. I did not know this man was married. And
let me stop you there. No one knew he was married.
Really?
No, he did not come out as married until about a year ago, I believe.
And I wasn't following him then, because I stopped listening to his shiz a long time ago. Like, I thought it was just, I was like, he is out trying to just get some vagina. Like, this man is made for a vagina. Like, that's all he wants. And that's how I was like, I saw through that BS, like you said. I've been saw through that. Like, I still had him I was still following him on Facebook, but I did not look at none of his stuff.
Okay. Nobody knew this man was married, number one. Number two, when he finally came out that he was married, we was like, okay. And then it comes to find out a blogger by the name of Tasha K. I believe her name is Tasha K. She exposed him for apparently this woman stepped forward and was like, I've been with this dude and I'm tired and here you go, here all the information. Her name is Candace or something like that, and I've been with him and he's not faithful to his wife and he's not the man that y'all think he is. Now he has been with his wife for 14 years. And apparently the whole 14 years he has been out here cheating on his wife. While he's giving this relationship advice to you guys out there following him. I just thought it was so funny that he now pops. Okay, so once the cheating allegations came out, I don't know if you know, but here's the sequence. Here's the order. He came out with a video by himself and said, hey, you know, it's a lot of rumors circulating. I just want you to know that some of these rumors are not true. Yes, I did have a relationship with Candace. However, it wasn't a sexual relationship. It was non-sexual relationship. We did non-sexual acts. What is a non-sexual act? I'm not quite sure what that is, okay? But that's what he said, and that was his story. Okay, some time passed, maybe like less than 24 hours. He comes out, and now he's popping up with his wife. Now, I got a lot to say about the wife, but what we're going to do is let me tell you what he said. He popped up with his wife, and basically he was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was out here. I was laying pipe. I was doing this, doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Flipping them up, doing everything. I was out here, okay? And it was sexual. Let me be clear. It was sexual. We was doing it. I was doing it. She was doing it. Everybody was doing it. We was doing it. And the wife is just sitting there like, now, let me describe what the wife looks like. I have a still frame of what my good sis is looking like right now. If y'all can kind of see, let me get that to focus. Show the picture. Okay, so this is good sis right here. Now, I'm going to say, I know I'm doing a lot of talking, Najah, and I'm going to let you talk.
No,
I'm going to let you finish, Kanye. But what she was saying was, he asked her during this video, what would you like to say? And then they bring her on, and she's like, I want to give glory to God and honor to God for he's the head of my life. Derrick was out here cheating, and, you know, at first I didn't come back, but I did come back. And when I came back, I was like, woo-de-woo, but he changed his life now. He gave his life to Christ. It's okay. Everything woo-de-woo. Everything's fine. I've forgiven him, and we're moving forward. Goodbye and good night. And I was like, okay, all right, sis. Like, she still looked hurt and, you know, all of that. But I was like, okay, I'm rooting for you. You know, I'm mad that this happened to you, but we're rooting for you. And, you know, he still ain't about that, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I was on her side for a half a second, just a half a second, because she said something, because she came on her page by herself and said something about how she mentioned, because people were coming for her because she had on a bonnet, which was not really a bonnet. It was like a knitted cap. And she wasn't looking as snatched as the girl that he cheated on her with. Now, I want to ask you a question, Najah Pataji.
Yes, I'm here.
Would you, first of all, I wouldn't be on live with him in the first place, but that's just me. You did your dirt. You handle the repercussions by yourself. I'm not finna stand in solidarity with you and hold your hand on no video. I'm not doing it, but that's just me. Right. But had you made that decision to do that, do you personally feel like you needed to come on there looking snatched for the gods, as they say?
Well, like you said, first of all, if this was realistic, that wouldn't be me anyway. Like, leg on my hand, first of all. Holding a little too tight. Trying to keep me here. But if I was this young lady, I'm not saying I would be snatched for the gods. I mean, I'm gonna be who I am, but I'm gonna look good. But that's just me. But that's just me.
I don't know. I was trying to put myself in.
I'm gonna be fine as heck.
if the feds watching, and they are. And the thing is this, at first I was like, well, maybe this is just her. And I applied her for not being what I call plastic. I was having this conversation with my mom the other day, and to me, okay, so this might be offensive, so I ain't gonna even say it. But I feel like I have like a pretty, like a girl next door type of vibe, okay? Like I'm very like naturally, like, you know,
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like, I'm out here like doing too much. Some people got to wake up in the morning and put all their face on and do. I ain't doing that. Okay, I ain't got time. Mm-hmm. But so I was like, oh, okay, good sis came out here and she fighting against the norms. You know what I'm saying? She like, I ain't gonna do all that pretty girl stuff. I'm just gonna come on here with my knitted cap and my glasses and I'm gonna look like this. So I was like, okay, like power to you, sis. Like, cause they was going in on her about the way her appearance. And I was like, and this is a whole nother conversation, but I'm like, we really have to figure out how to address society's beauty standards, because it's ridiculous. Even on the show that we watched on Married at First Sight, Paige was apparently unattractive because she didn't look like an Instagram model for Chris.
Exactly.
But this is also a whole nother thing. But I'm like, she came on there looking plain Jane, just like, maybe that's just her vibe. But where she lost me is when she came on there talking about UCA.
Your voice!
Came on there and she said, you see a bonnet, I see a helmet of salvation. You see a army fatigue shirt, I see the breastplate of God. And she goes into all of these things, and I'm like,
at this point, shut the
sis. What this got to do with your man cheating on you? Because he done cheated not with just you, but now he cheating with this doctor lady who says she a surgeon. It's other people coming out saying that they just messed with him last week. Good sis, what does that have to do with
wake up?
Wake up, because, ma'am, stay offline.
At this point,
you're doing more damage than you are doing good. This man done came out and did a review of his own video in third person, and then he trying to get y'all to buy his book on top of that, so he could tell you what him and his wife did to overcome him cheating on her. I am appalled at him trying to save his brand. I am appalled at him putting his wife out like that. Now, he's been online long enough to know how cruel people can be online. And he didn't tell his wife, sis, like, no, babe, can you go and like, take the wrap down? Like if you got your hair wrapped, like, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like she got like a natural style, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? Freshen up your twist out, you know what I'm saying? Come on there, put a little lipstick on, a little, something. He didn't tell her that, but I feel like he put her out there to look crazy. And I don't like that.
He did. He put her out there to look crazy. Then he looks at her and was like, you got something to say? I look back at that N-word and be like, if you don't turn off this thing, I would have been so like, I don't even know how I would have reacted.
It had to rehearse that though. It had to be like, so I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna say this. And then I'm gonna ask you if you want to say something. You can say whatever you want to say, and we'll just go from. They had to have talked about it because, like, I'm sure they didn't go on there and just say press play and then just start talking. They had to rehearse exactly what what was about to go down. But at the end of the day, everybody's calling him a narcissist. They're saying all of these things, blah blah blah. Yeah, he can be all of that, but at the same time, I just think that it's just. For me, I don't understand when public figures think they can go out here and be so discreet. You are cheating with real people that can come back and damage your career. But you know that. You're not a regular person that can just be out here like that. Now your whole brand is at stake. Now your kids gonna have to grow up and Google your name and look at and see what you and your wife looking like on the interwebs. Like,
y'all, this story is effing hilarious to me. Y'all know I make a joke out of everything, and this right here is a whole effing joke in a bottle. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, I knew it. I mean, like, I knew this was gonna happen. But like you said, I mean, I wish he would have gave her a heads up. Like, I mean, Just look good,
But
sweetie.
maybe she was like, no,
They
this
gonna
is
take
how
me
God
as
made me, and this is how I'm gonna be.
yeah.
Which is fine. If that's her message, that's her message. But at the same time, I feel like she still haven't healed completely from this situation. And for him still being online, like saying his stuff, like all of y'all need to get offline, deactivate y'all accounts and let this stuff blow over. They need a PR person or something to tell them what to do because y'all have done enough. Y'all have done enough. And what was going on with Kevin Samuels, and he had something going on too.
You did?
That's
I'm
we'll talk about that next time. But it's
this
just
whole social circle got me stressed out right now.
stress.
I'm pulling out hair and getting grays and stuff all over my head because of this.
Ladies, at the end of the day, you knew, like, don't listen to nobody who gonna bash men the way he was bashing men, because the whole time he recording his videos outside of his new chick house that he was messing
I
with.
saw that. I saw
You
that.
see how dirty these men are? Like,
30. Just got done getting some and recorded a whole video about
about
cheating.
how men are stupid, and he the man that all of this advice goes back to him. Go look at Charlemagne's donkey of the day that he gave to him, because you know his stuff be funny. Just go and get a good laugh, because it's a mess. And I know this is his real life, but he made his bed and he gonna have to lie in it. And I hope good sis will leave him. Donalea, what's her name?
I don't know, and I honestly don't care about her name because she just turned me the whole other way with that whole spoken word she did. You see, no, girl, I'm not about to snap for you in your video and your saxophone. So what you can do is sit your behind down. You need to make a video like, yeah, I left this behind and he paying me alimony. Boom. Nah, I'm joking, y'all. Don't listen to me either. I ain't no relationship. I ain't about to have y'all divorcing y'all husbands. Don't listen to me. I'm just playing.
At the end of the day, y'all gotta listen to yourself. Don't listen to us. At the end of the day, I mean, we I know we be giving advice and stuff too, but we don't ever claim to be like this guy.
I love my damn husband. I don't care. I got a good husband for real. I know his whereabouts, literally.
I know where he is right now.
Got an iPhone, you'll figure out. No, I don't have to keep no tabs on him, but I know you not gonna bash men like that, because you're not gonna bash my man. I love my man. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't got no tape.
And that's on period.
And that's on period. Anywho, girl, let's move. Yo, that whole story is a kicker to me.
I have so much stuff I want to even just say, but I can't because I'm done. I'm mentally drained from this. So I'm done with it. I wish them all the best, and I hope they get it together.
She ain't done. She gonna come back. She's like, Najah, did you see what they said? She got another spoken word video out. Go look at it.
Oh, watch.
Man. But y'all, as ironic as this is, we're gonna move along. We're gonna do a quote of the week. Because that right there took up our relationship corner. We had to let y'all know about that. And this is ironic, but there is no feeling in the world like knowing you have a partner to face whatever life throws at you. Listen, I know this don't correspond with this Derrick Jaxn thing, but I was feeling that in my soul with my husband.
So what you're trying to say is the whole Derrick Jaxn thing made you appreciate having a good man?
Appreciate it. My husband is there for me for everything I do. He is not taking our precious time within our relationship to do other things. He spends most of his off time helping me out with what he can help me out with. I know he does his own thing, of course, too. You know, he goes with his friends every now and then. He does a few things, but for the most part, my husband's here with me, and he supports me in everything I do, including this podcast, including everything else that I'm doing to better myself in life. So I am appreciative of my spouse. I don't know how you feel about Drew over there.
Oh, you know I love Drew. I mean, he like, let me tell you, like, something, like, I know I talked about this, like, probably 2 episodes ago, but I was telling somebody today, like, I'm back at that honeymoon stage, and I feel good about it. I mean, like, look, it's gonna be 10 years in August, and I'm just 10 married years in August, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't know. I just the quote is spot on for me. And for those of you who are listening who haven't reached that point yet, don't get discouraged. I know that we talk a lot about the other side of things because we are in happy places, and maybe we don't talk a lot about the trials and tribulations in the woods and the weeds it took to get to the happy place. And if you want to know more about that, ask us, write it in the comments. I mean, let us know, whatever. But yeah, to get on the other side of this 10 years has been amazing. Like, we evolve together, we grow together, we know each other. Like, having that ride or die is like, it's having that us against the world, Bonnie and Clyde mentality is like, is everything. Because at the end of the day, when your friends fail you, when your family acting out, because you know your family sometimes can get on your nerves too. That man that you laying in the bed with next to you every day, if y'all on the same team like y'all supposed to be, he's your peace, okay? And he doesn't bring you all of that turmoil and all of that crazy stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, y'all weather the storms together. And I love my husband.
Yeah, me too. I refuse to allow somebody like himself always bash when I say himself, I'm talking about Derrick Jaxn, bash men, because I don't have that problem. And I am, like she said, we talk about the good things that happens in our relationship because those good outweigh the bad. Whatever bad we have going on, or trial, or whatever we have, it really is like low on the totem pole compared to everything that's good that's going on. And I refuse to let that interfere with stuff. Like, a lot of people do. That's the thing. We gotta push through these hard times, and so that's why you hear about the good a lot.
So do you feel like Derrick Jaxn is a hard time and his wife should just push through?
I mean, if he has done this numerous times, you are joking, but I'm no, but if he's done this numerous times, I think at this point she can be fed up. Like, she's probably fed up at this point. You know what I mean? Well, she should be, if it's as many as everybody's saying. And 14 years of being married, and we just now finding out a year ago. I mean, it's a big problem, buddy. It's a very big problem.
I mean, there's a difference between, staying and
it's stupid.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, so that's your Wine After Whines quote of the week. Let that marinate in your spirit. Okay, so my honest moment, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. I'm on this trying to figure it out thing, like, because I'm feeling like, as I'm getting older, and for the women that are listening in your 30s or 40s, or late 20s, I'm not quite sure my demographic, but I do want to say that I'm feeling very old and basic lately, okay? And I don't want to feel old, and I don't want to feel basic. I want to feel sexy, and I want to feel confident, and I want to feel like, I got my stuff together and I'm out here, I want to feel like that. And so I'm working on that, because what really triggered it is that I have something I need to do coming up, right? And I'm like, well, what am I gonna wear? Like, how am I gonna do my hair? Like, da 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 da. And I'm like, wait, because I feel like my closet is all like moms. Like, I'm a mom. Like, my wardrobe says mom. Like, my wardrobe is tights, t-shirts, sneaker, workout clothes. Like, I am a whole mother out here, and I look at these other people online. Now, you know how I am about, you know, you're not supposed to compare and all of that. But I'm just like, why am I not like snatched? Like I know that I should be, like I can be. Like my potential is so much higher than what I'm giving. Like, so I'm like, okay, so every time I get like some free little change, I'm gonna just go buy me something. F what y'all gotta say about it. Because I can spend that on something else. But I'm a money hoarder and I don't spend money because I'm frugal. And I'm gonna stop doing that because I need to get my sexy back. And that's really just what I wanted to say about it.
Oh, sis, I'm with you. Let me know. I mean, if we can have a meeting about this, because I'm with you.
I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna pick maybe I should pick a day, like Fresh Friday or something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just like look cute on Fridays, like do something with myself. Instead, because you know, you work from home. Like, you know, we work out at home. Um, we virtual school our kids at home. Everything is spent here. But there's sometimes where we probably need to feel good about ourselves. Put on some perfume, put on some lingerie for the man. You know, like do something cute and look cute. Maybe put on a pair of heels and just go walk down the street or something. I don't know, hell, like do something.
No, let's okay. Hold on. Let me
It's
pause you
like
there. Yeah, I don't want you to just throwing on no heels and walking down the street. We'll talk about that after the show because I need to enlighten you on a few things. Yeah, don't tell her I got it. Don't tell her y'all I got it.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, down your street, not the street. Not the streets. I ain't saying be for the streets. I'm saying be for your street.
We gonna talk. But no, I 100% feel you, sis. Like, I might need to put on them heels and walk down the street with you.
Who on my street? It's an old man on this street.
Them the ones you gotta watch out for. What you talking about? It's an old man. That's who you gotta watch out for. And the truck driver to live down the street from you, yeah, him too. Watch out for him.
Old married man down the street, and then it's an old woman across.
Do we need to go back to Derrick Jaxn, an old married man? Do you know what they do?
Like that man in his good 70s, friend.
You so silly, girl. Good 70s, all right.
Yeah, he ain't got time for me.
Don't worry, y'all. I got her after we talk. She's he be in the house so much. I gotta talk to my
friend. Get me out. You're gonna be out here. Okay.
But yes, girl. But I love that. I love that honest moment because I feel the same way. Moving along to me, I'm gonna make this quick, simple, to the point. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me tell y'all, with my knowledge with Najah, hey, COVID is not over. Oh. Get y'all asses back in the house. OMG, get back in the house. Like, I'm not saying don't go out and do these mugs is, I got friends on my page at strip clubs.
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait. The strippers got on masks. I said, but every other cavity is exposed. Girl, if you don't get out my face, I'm like, she quit laughing. I'm serious. Like, every other cavity is exposed, but you got on a mask. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand what the issue is, but y'all are out here like.
First of all, these artists are also performing at places, and none of those people that they're performing with are wearing masks. I guess things are just open now, and I guess COVID is not a thing anymore, especially in Atlanta because we really open here. We open.
You don't come over my house.
Yeah, don't. You know, this is why I be in the house. This is why I can't find my sexy because it's outside. Where everybody else at?
Yep.
My sister posted something on her story. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like hijacking. Were you doing?
No, but your sister posted the same thing. And I had no clue. I know that she posted this, but I don't think I read it like that.
She posted something on her story. My sister, for those of you who don't know, she's a nurse. She works at a hospital. she was like, "Did I not get the memo that the coronavirus pandemic ended? Because the way I see these people hanging out without masks and the cold blues that I'm having to deal with at work, like it don't match. She don't understand. Like it like
I'm with her.
people are dying for her at these hospitals. They're dying, and meanwhile, outside of work, she's seeing all her peoples outside with no masks, like doing their thing, living their best life.
Somebody
gotta worry. Huh?
Somebody need to make it make sense to me.
Yeah, it don't make sense. I today I got my hair retwisted today. You know.
I see that scalp, girl.
You know, I know fresh retwist or whatever. So I was getting my hair retwisted, and then one of these makeup artists that work in one of the suites came in talking or whatever. And I was like, "Can I ask you a question?" You know, I just be talking, and I just needed. She was talking her stuff about something. I was like, "Look, I just pick me. I got a question." So I'm like, these folks that should be doing their makeup, where they going? It's a whole panorama out here. I'm trying to figure out where they going.
Where y'all going?
And she answered me. She was like, well, like most of my clientele are like dancers, or they are bartenders, or you know, I have a girl who's a bartender who come and get her makeup done every week. So I'm like, is she sleeping in the makeup? Because does she only bartend one time out of the week? Because she's coming once a week. So what is she doing the other days of the week? I mean, she's sleeping it in until it's time to come again. I'm confused about that, but that's none of my business. But I'm just like, I mean, I guess if it's where you're perfect, or she was like, or photo shoots, and I'm like, okay, I can get the photo shoots, and the dancers got it, you know what I'm saying? They want to look cute. But what I'm gonna learn how to do my own makeup. I ain't gonna be coming to you every day to get my makeup done.
A lot of people do that though, Janay. Like a lot of people do that.
I'm like, where y'all going?
Whole pandemic still, y'all. I just want y'all to be safe. That's the only thing that I'm saying before we get out of here is I just want y'all to know that this pandemic is not over. Like me and my husband was just talking about this, y'all. Like the pandemic's not over, guys. So please sit down somewhere. It's a whole bunch. Sorry, y'all. If y'all hear my husband in the back, he's telling the dog to sit. Our dog just got a cone around his neck, so he all over the place. But yes, this place is it's crazy. Like even us going to the vet the other day, we still in the car. Like they still taking precaution, but these clubs aren't. These clubs are not taking any precaution. I literally have people at these strip clubs, seeing friends at these strip clubs, y'all. So y'all just please be safe out here in these streets. I don't know if you got a message for them, but tell them to be safe.
I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing.
You ain't got nothing to say. they killing us, ain't they?
I'm done.
But if y'all before we go, if y'all catch Janay walking down the street in heels, don't worry. I'm gonna come get her. Just call me.
I'm sexy, man. I'm looking for it.
Just DM me real quick. I'll check it. And I'll run down there and get her out of wherever she lives.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna write my cul-de-sac. Okay. Just cul-de-sac.
I see her doing this. This is why I'm laughing so hard.
Walk the cul-de-sac and I'm gonna come back and sit down. Like, where else I'm gonna go?
Girl, go to La Croga to pick up your
Panasonic out here. I can't go nowhere else.
Oh, what?
Panasonic. All right, guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Wine After Whines. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, press that post notification bell so you know every time that we post or whatever. Make sure you leave your comments and tell us what you liked about the show or whatever. And also make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we on MySpace, we on Black Planet, we on Black People Meet. We on
y'all, she'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday. Y'all have a good night. Follow us and look at us on YouTube as well. It only takes one. Good night or goodbye.